Hi guys, that's Gianpaolo Lorusso speaking for a new edition of PPC World News. And here today we have Lars Smart. Hi Lars.
Hi, thank you.
We will be at the next outdoor experience if we succeed to do it. But we will do it in October. We have the new date, the new sure date, October 15th and 16th. Um, we originally tried to do it a little before in September, but a very big event in Bologna took all hotel rooms in the area, so we were forced to move it to the new date. Let's move to the first news for today. Um, here's a comment by Jenny Marvin about the new um, requirements of Google Partner Agency Program, and in particular with recommendations. Um, there's been a lot of buzz about this new way of estimating the optimization level of partners account. Um, I think it's a little. Oh, I don't want to say anything. What do you think about it? I will say it after.
I don't like it.
Yeah, but as everyone.
Well, I own an agency here in Holland, and the majority of the agencies are really not a big fan of the optimization score in the Google Ads accounts. And I think this article, which you are referring to, basically sums it up pretty well. Uh, most of the the things that Google are pushing with the optimization, with the recommendation, sorry, are things like activate more keywords, raise your budget, start smart bidding,
Raise
stuff
your
like that.
budget, raise your budget, raise your budget.
Yeah, or raise your bids, and to be honest, it's let's take the smart bidding for example. Smart bidding isn't a bad thing, but you need to test it. So, and we are doing this actually pretty long now. Maybe around a year ago, Google were really pushing into start with smart bidding, and to be honest, they can't expect from us to just switch from, let's say, enhanced CPC to a smart bidding strategy without properly testing it. So every time that we see this recommendation, we don't accept the recommendation. We want to test the recommendation, and if it works better, hey, fine. Then we will start with smart bidding. But if not, yeah, we have to dismiss it. And it's I can't believe that they're using this in the Google Partners program.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I've just wrote about it. It's in a way it's a more transparent way of doing, because the before you already had the optimization screening, um, but you don't know what it was done on. It was simply all closed. So in a way, it's better to know what they are looking at. Uh, in another way, I completely agree with you. Optimization suggestions are getting better, but are far from being perfect. And
Yeah.
if you when you try them, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. So
Yeah.
I think it's good they set at least 70% in optimization and not 100%. Otherwise, no, they would have no partners.
Yeah.
Probably.
But they changed that, right?
Yeah, they changed it, but
Yeah,
I think they already had a sort of an engine evaluating the optimization level, but it was closed. It wasn't open for us to see it. So under that point of view, I'm completely okay with this news. The fact that they are relying so much on these recommendations, yeah, I agree with you. It's a sort of premature thing, I think. They probably will get there, but
But I think actually that Google, well, when they first released the press, the news about this new Google Partner program, there were a lot of agency and a lot of people discussing this particular topic. And within a day, they actually made a new comment on the press release saying that, okay, we cut back to the 70%.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know if they cut back afterwards. They didn't specify the threshold at the beginning. I don't know if they lowered it. but anyway, so it's something we have to face. It's not something that will change a good agency way of working anyway. So
No, I agree.
they probably will affect only not so well performing professionals or not so well agencies. So we are out of this. Okay, let's go to the next news. Here is a post by Andrea Taylor with some little updates of about LinkedIn ads and targeting with audiences and some other features. Are you using LinkedIn ads and what do you think about these new features?
Yeah, we use LinkedIn ads, obviously. I think if you have a look at all the social advertising campaigns that we are running, then probably 70 or 80% is going to Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. But business to business, LinkedIn is always a good platform to advertise on. And I was actually kind of surprised that you sent me this link earlier today. Because I thought this was already something which was live, but I read that it was live somewhere in the end of 2019. But the end or targeting option, that's obviously a really big thing for LinkedIn to add to the future. So yeah, it's a nice update.
Okay, yeah, I think so. It's just I think it's simply Andrea Taylor put up a recap of the last news. So it's something, it's something came off in the last 2 or 3 months. Okay, let's switch to another thing. This is a post on on a very discussed topic in the PPC community. Should you use analytics conversions or Google Ads one? My personal idea on that is that with the global site tag switch, this difference is narrowed in the sense that the machine is the same. You're just adding a link to the Google Ads. But if you use the native conversion track code by Google Ads, it's absolutely similar or specular to Google Ads, to the Google Analytics one now.
Analytics, yes.
So this probably was true before global site tag, but I think the author substantially is saying that you will underrate conversions if you use analytics, because analytics attribution model always prevail on Google Ads one. What do you think about it?
Well, it was actually a really good article to read, because I'm not sure if everybody in the PPC community knows the difference between importing the Google Analytics conversions or just using the Google Ads conversion method. But there's really a difference between both of them. And I think the main problem is that if everybody knows it, they will probably want to use the Google Ads method. But especially with webshop, it can be really difficult to implement the transaction value with the conversions on a webshop. And that's that's why most of the people probably use the Google Analytics futures, because let's be honest, it's connect Google Ads with Google Analytics and just one button, import the conversion, and there you go. But it's a really nice article which sums up pretty much everything you need to know about the difference between the two of them.
Yeah, completely agree. Okay, let's switch to another topic. Navajo Hopkins here with speaking about match type segmentation in groups and the way to structure your campaigns. She's
another hot topic in the PPC community.
Yeah, she's substantially saying, okay, guys, time for mutually exclusive groups with different matching type is gone. What do you think about it?
I think this is something that we can talk about for ages. Every conference that I'm attending is there's at least someone in the room talking about should we use SCAGs or shouldn't we use SCAGs. And to be honest, I'm actually raised with the idea that SCAGs are the way to structure and campaign. But with this new updates from Google with smart bidding and algorithms who need more data and exact keywords not being really exact, because the keywords are getting broader and broader.
Exactly.
I'm actually moving more to the don't use SCAGs people instead of use the SCAGs people, because I think it's better for the algorithm if we have less campaigns, less ad groups, and SCAGs aren't really SCAGs anymore with the new updates from Google.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I've never been a lover of SCAGs architecture. Even if
really? Never?
I did it only when I was forced to do it for competition and because I didn't reach good quality scores before. But if I got good quality scores, I didn't switch to SCAG. It's something I was thinking about for a while now. That this I think all these new way matching types are working are specifically oriented by Google in having in getting free of this way of structuring campaigns, because it's of course a very closed, very strict way of structuring them, which can't afford machine learning to work properly in their in the point of view. But anyway, we will see if if things are going really to go to no SCAGs at all, or if they survive, they will survive. What
we do a lot of times is to make SCAGs of our most important keywords with the highest search values, or the highest conversion values, and just cluster the rest of the keywords.
Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I would suggest myself. Okay, let's move to another topic, not topic, especially in Italy. How coronavirus have changed things, changed cards on the table in PPC field. Actually, besides for being for closing campaigns, I haven't done a lot of things due to coronavirus. A lot of customers in the tourism are suffering from my own customers are suffering from coronavirus, but they are simply they are stopping their campaigns at the moment. So have you a different experiences on that? Are you doing something specifically for this or changed something for it?
No, basically the same. We've got a couple of clients who work in the travel industry, and well, we see a decrease in conversion. So yeah, they decided to cut back on the budget at least until the virus is over.
I've had some e-commerce performing pretty well. Some e-commerce platform. Maybe people has more time to
yeah, I can understand. People are, especially when you like. I'm from Holland, and our prime minister had a press conference yesterday saying that if you have the possibility to work at home, you should work at home. So I can really understand that when people are staying in most of the time of the day, they tend to Google things and probably start shopping. I can understand that some.
Yeah, in my experience is going that way. So I have several e-commerce which are having more conversions than before. So
okay.
People is already thinking when they will, especially as a big brand working in the in customs, swimming customs, and and they are doing better than before. So probably people is getting ready for, for when swimming pools will be reopened.
I also have a client who is in Belgium, is a gym, and the government decided that he needs to shut down his gym at least until the 3rd or the 4th of April. So yeah, he decided to cut back all the campaigns, and because he can't get people to his gym because it's closed. So, and for those kind of businesses, this could be really killing.
Yeah, sure, of course. Okay, let's move to the last news. Now you can use maximize conversion and maximize conversion value in portfolio bid strategies. So something to give more flexibility at the group level. What do you think about this last news?
Yeah, this was. It was just waiting for this news because the portfolio bid strategies are here a couple of months now, I think, and they're just adding more options to the possibility. So it makes sense that Google has announced this.
Okay. Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah, it's nothing spectacular, I think.
No, nothing spectacular, but useful information for someone who wants to differentiate bid strategies among a single campaign. Okay. Thank you, Lars, and see you in Bologna, hopefully.
Hopefully in October.
Exactly, on October, on 15 and 16 October. Hi, and stay safe, stay home. Ciao.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
Ciao.